So you make the team and you experience the NFL Europe.
Yeah.
What was that experience like mentally and physically?
Physically, I'd never experienced anything like that in my life. It was everything from training camp to everything from training camp to the moment we arrived at Amsterdam. I couldn't tell you what day it was. I couldn't tell you what date it was. If we'd gone through New Year or not, I couldn't tell you, because every day was the same. Like, you wake up in the morning early, and you will know how that feels. And you can only really explain to football guys, because only football guys really know. Is that you wake up and you can't move. I couldn't move. Like, you'd gone through camp every day, daily, treatment, whatever. You wake up, you can't move. You take your first step and you step down, your feet are just killing you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you can't even step. And you're thinking to yourself, how am I going to get through a whole camp? So the first hour of your day is just on tiptoes. You're trying not to put too much pressure on your feet.
Mm-hmm.
You get to training camp, or you get to practice, you tape up, you do all your things. And then all of a sudden, it's like nothing happened. Like, you don't feel anything.
And once you get warm, it's like, oh yeah.
It's like,
there it is.
What was I complaining for? You're bouncing around and quicker than you were the day before.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what makes or breaks you. Like, this quarantine thing we're in now is nothing compared to the camps you're in.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just, every day is the same thing. You have to get through it. You have to find a way to get through it. Mentally, again, I felt like at this point I was doubting myself.
Okay.
Even I hadn't made the team yet, but I was still doubting. I was like, I'm not supposed to really be here yet. Maybe next year.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But I never really thought I was good enough. I knew I was. It's weird. I knew I was good enough, but that doubt just sets into your mind, and you think, at any moment now, I'm gone.
So was it more like it just didn't feel real? Like, you're really there, but it doesn't feel real.
I guess so.
That they also, I know how good I am, but it doesn't feel real that they also see how good I am and want me on the team.
Right. I'll give you an example. We had Brent Grimes on our team. Mm-hmm. He played cornerback in the NFL too for a few years. I think he even made some Pro Bowls. And they cut him. Everyone was shocked. It's like they cut Brent Grimes. And then from there, I was like, if they can cut him, I got no chance. Because in cut days, you wake up early. They cut you early in the morning, which I think is the most disrespectful thing they can do. It's like you haven't even woken up properly yet, and already they're knocking on your door, saying, "Yeah, get your stuff. It's time to get on the bus. Like, you're going to the airport." So, I wake up at 6, I'm woken up at like 6:30, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and all you can hear is like bags rolling on the floor. And we're thinking with my roommate, I'm like, what next, bro? They're coming up here, and you're going to hear that knock on the door, and I'm next. And especially when I'm seeing everybody with their bags, but they never knocked, And I guess I woke up the final cut day. I approached the head coach, and I asked him, I said to him, am I supposed to be here? It's like, no one knocked on my door. And he's like, what are you talking about? Like, you made the team, let's sit down, have some breakfast. Yeah, and that's just how it was for me. After that experience, it was normal. It became a bit more normal for me. But every day it just felt like a fantasy.
Okay. So you end up going through the season, and I guess you can say definitely in Amsterdam, in the NFL Europe community, also back in England. Now you're known as Michael Andrew, the NFL Europe player. What type of changes did that bring into your life on and off the field?
Well, off the field, people, I guess you can say they treat you a little bit differently. It's weird. Because the football community isn't that one of those. The football community in England isn't one of those that you only get respect if you have done this. Like, that's not how it is. You get respect on the field, how you play. But obviously, when people see you, I don't know. I see that as how I saw other people, like an aura around them.
Right.
Like whenever I saw the guys in their great NFL Europe like tracksuits, there is this kind of aura around them that says, okay, they have done all of this to get where they are now.
Right.
And I guess that's what people see in or saw in us or in me to say that, okay, he's done all of this and look where he is now. And it was very strange to have people look up to you, you know, and look at you in a certain way, like,
I understand.
you know, like, wow, you've made it. You know, I haven't really made it. I'm just there, like, but I haven't made it. You know, but on the field, I couldn't tell you. I mean, later on, like when I came here, for example, then you're expected to be a certain type of player, like, and if you're not that type of player, you'll feel people talking about you. Not hear it, but you'll feel people talking about you.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? So when I came here, I knew there was a lot of expectations behind the name and everything else. But you know, it comes with it.
Right, comes with territory.
Yeah.